ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me. People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, a cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
DeAndre Hopkins.
A huge play there right off the bat. 61 yards.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. He's at the 50, the 40, 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Like 80. Here we go. Mike spot 9. Let's go, dude.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 25. Bears have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the off.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, he still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
To Christian Kirk.
That goes for a gain of 31.
1st down, Arizona.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Then he's got Fitzgerald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st down, Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
2nd down, ball on the 3, 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Murray, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Murray has the 1st down and more. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Break on the carry.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3rd down.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to Kenyon Drake.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Number 10, DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins,
Arizona.
46 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 24, Garoppolo. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
43-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
brought down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll buy some time right. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Third down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
9 yards. And it's 3 and out.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
2-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tackled by Zach Allen.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Nothing here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Garoppolo now, first down throw, flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tarvarius Moore just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Niners' 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete to
Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
He's airing it out for Sanu. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Running from the shotgun with Drake. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Cardinals.
On first down, Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Arizona.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off.
They're not even trying to do
anything.
anything.
He will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Cardinals 35. 49ers 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Let's make these
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo now. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. 3 yards the gain there, second down. On second down, Mostert. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking, because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. And he hits Drake. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's 2nd and 8.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Sanu. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 3rd down gain of 19. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Off a 48-yard attempt.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stop now with 20 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Forced out to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
49ers.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got a man complete. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
49ers 13.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.